Yes, let's start. It's 5 o'clock. Yes. Let's sit straight, visualize Swamiji in a third eye, and start with the Guru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramashivam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasudasham Tattvamasya Adilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, welcome to Kailash Kotyard Manifesting Power Session. Welcome all the God and Goddesses, all the little gods and goddesses, all the Paramashivas to the state, space and powers of Paramashiva, the greatest happening on planet Earth. How Swamiji is giving us such a beautiful space for us to grow in oneness with Swamiji and mature into Swamiji's space, manifesting all the powers of Swamiji and celebrating Swamiji. We become many and experience the oneness. Very simple and beautiful. Swamiji is guiding us to one more and more deeper sutras and the ultimate beautiful space of Paramashiva. Here Swamiji is giving us every day one truth. Each day, today Swamiji had told how we can be going beyond the light. When he sees the light or when he sees the 5 senses, he says there's something beyond. The 5 senses is only the tip of the senses that we experience because of the knowledge. But there is something beyond where full body can experience. That's called ecstasy. We have never experienced because we have never had that glimpse of anything. Here Swamiji gives us that once we are with the source of Paramashiva, we are able to see that grandeur in us, and that gives us confidence that I am Paramashiva, I am all powerful, I am ultimate, I am infinite. Each one of us are infinite possible. That is why each one's perception, even though we are all looking at the same camera, same context, but still each one's perception is completely different. Each one's thought current is completely different. That is why he says there's infinite possibilities. And that is why we have infinite intelligence, and it's amazing. It's constantly happening, the Big Bang and black hole. So that is how Swamiji says inside him it happens. He gives beautiful concept of how we can go beyond these senses, how we can stand to the higher reality, what we experience. He said very beautiful, I'm just going through the past. He said, I am infinity, and anything other than infinity which changes is not me. When we understand this concept, we understand that I am ultimate, I am infinity, and which is changing constantly in front of me. The patterns keep coming and changing, everything keeps coming and changing, which is again not me. Understand so beautifully how we exist and how life exists for us. If we understand each space, we'll be going beyond the time and we'll be in the space of oneness with Paramashiva. Today, I want to focus on one thing, that anything that you want to change, suppose you want to become like Paramashiva, you say, no, I am going to decide, this is what Swamiji said, one powerful cognition, any powerful cognition, I am going to decide to be. Then what is the problem? That we are constantly not able to live that. As Swamiji beautifully describes the choices. We are always given choices. By giving choices, we make you vulnerable to all the problems. For example, if you are given no choice and versus choice, okay, you decide that I am going to be completely in integrity. And you are integrated to your mother, you're integrated to your school, your friends, everything, and you followed to the dot. And something else happen, you by mistake break something, and then spend your friend's money and you mess up. You're in complete mess. Then your integrity is gone. Now, what makes you out of integrity? Even now, you can restore it, but you will not restore. You'll just hide it in the carpet or do something else and say, "This is small only. I don't have to complete it." Whatever you're doing is a choice of integrity. Understand? When you give yourself a choice, you cannot hold on to any powerful cognition. Swamiji says, when you come to the choiceless and you very clearly say, integrity is integrity, I don't have any other choice, you will be able to break any pattern of yours and start living the highest cognition. Even when you do that, you will understand choice is actually the dangerous thing. It is not choicelessness. Choicelessness is the natural way to exist. But choice is telling you, hey, you can sneak out and you can do something wrong. It gives you an idea of doing something wrong and standing by that. That is where we have a big problem. And this whole entertainment industry knows how to exploit us. And that's why they give you tons of choice. So you just fall prey for it all the time. Whenever we have choice, we have only suffering. However, the choicelessness is the only thing. Because Swamiji said, I am doing it. That's all. There is no choice. There's nothing else. You just have to do it. You cannot go back on it. If you break any of the patterns that you have, that you feel again and again, you're getting into that exploiting space, that space of suffering, simply I'm going to break it by giving no choice to myself. Yes, when you don't give a choice, it will say, how can you do this to yourself? You're suffering so much. It's okay one time, or why don't you do it? All baby talks it will do. Beautiful talk. Tell them very clearly, my Swamiji didn't give me choice. Sorry, I don't know who you are. My Swamiji did not give any choice. He has given me choicelessness. He has given me integrity. That's all. He didn't add any other word to it. He said simple integrity to Swamiji. After that, he did not add. So I cannot add. Because he did not add, I cannot add. So that's it. Swamiji says a beautiful story. There was one person, he was raising his hand and standing. Because his guru said, you can go beyond sleep if you raise your hand. So he raised his hand, but the unfortunate guru was very old and he died. And this person cannot lower his hand because he has no other choice. He has to raise. Swamiji says, so beautiful. He was in such a space, his vak, integrity is your word. His word was so powerful, anything he says became true because not only he went beyond the sleep, but his integrity to his guru, his vak became power. Anything he utters will be truth. So people just came for blessing and they pray to him and take blessings and go. Because he became so powerful just by raising his hand. That's all he did. Understand, when you're integrated to Guru and when you don't have choicelessness, you literally become God. Literally, physical God, not anything less. Because you become so powerful, you don't have a choice to yourself where you choose pleasant over right. You are very clear, I am right over pleasant. I will not go by the pleasant. My body will say, oh, if you put your hand like that, the hand will disconnect, your hand will get neural problem, physiological problem, or psychological problem. You're going to get mentally off. People are going to throw stones at you. Everything it will say, no problem. Since my guru said, I am going to do, my guru will come and protect me. Understand, guru has all the power in the world, in all the world. So if you decide anything, Swamiji is going to protect you. That's it. That's it. You are in for it. No other thing you don't have to bother. Even if your brain itself comes out because your hand is up, you don't have to bother. He'll put your brain and put you back and say, loose, go. Simply understand how powerful you are when you align to Swamiji. But for experiencing that, only we have to first align. The first step is from us. Then hold on to it. How Swamiji said, how you have to hold on. And when you hug, like Meenakshi, which side you have to hug. And if you're hugging Paramashiva, which side to hug. He says, both the times you should make sure you don't miss both of them. You should get both of them and hug. To every extent how he enjoys his Guru, Arunagiri Yogeshwara, Paramashiva. He enjoys them as part of the greatest reality. That is why he is living as a greatest reality, manifesting all the powers and sharing to the whole world. Today he was saying in Tamil Satsang so beautiful. I think he'll repeat. After that we'll discuss. Anyway, I think we have little less time. He said so beautiful how this choiceless, he didn't say in Tamil Satsang, but I'm saying the choicelessness makes us so integrated to Swamiji. And after that, you see how things shift in your place. If you shift inside you to such integrity, everything in your life just aligns beautiful. Then you will not have the suffering. You have to now go and knock yourself and see, hey, do I have suffering? Why nothing wrong is happening in my around me? It will not happen. You're integrated. Integrity means what? You're perfect with everything, the tune of life. So it will not happen. You can search for it. You can create it if you want. But everybody will say, oh, no problem. You can do that and go. It is so powerful, integrity. So let's take 5 minutes, write down anything that you wanted to shift previously or now. That we are going to give a choiceless space for ourselves, whether it is right over pleasant, whether it is integrity that you want to take up, responsibility, authenticity, completion, whatever you're holding, or even conflict-free living as Abhyam Sarvabhudebhyo. Every night I will chant this. If I don't chant that, I'll make sure I get up in the night, chant, and then hold on myself and then go to sleep. Spiritual routine again. I'm going to be integrated to spiritual. No question of missing. Even if I'm going on the flight, I'm going to make sure I'll stand on the flight, do the yoga, and then only I'll sit down. Do the puja, everything I will do. Understand, we can give simple integrity. We are not asking to violate any rules, but you can do simple things which is possible for you. And that integrity, we are not going to give any choice. So you're going to define the integrity, and whatever you're going to follow, anything, any gunas of Paramashiva, you will become powerful. The only thing you're not able to follow, now give yourself choicelessness and see why you can't follow it. If you take off the choicelessness, give yourself a choice, again you're going to fall. But that is, again, you're going to have the same suffering. If you have a breakthrough with the choice that is happening, it will give you all the pleasant choice. But if you stand as right over pleasant, simply you will have a life breakthrough in anything you are going through. He says very clearly how powerful this choicelessness is. So let's take a few minutes and write down. Here, Kelama is asking a question. There are so many cognitions, so many choices with cognitions. If we obsess on one, get that deep into our inner space, can we use one cognition to manifest all the powers? Understand very clearly, all the cognitions lead to only one road. Only one road. That is oneness with Paramashiva. If you want to add everything and put together, it is oneness with Paramashiva. You go to Canada and come to Paramashiva. You go Mexico and come to Paramashiva. Or you go to Russia and come to Paramashiva. You are Paramashiva. I am Paramashiva is the ultimate. Oneness with Paramashiva. Oneness with Swamiji is the ultimate. However cognition you want to take, it all means the same. Swamiji saying, like he's spoken 15,000 hours or so, I'm not very clear, and past 20 years. And he said, I'm talking about the same topic. And nobody listens. I only sit and listen. Just imagine, he has to be so creative talking about the same topic 20 years. What choiceless space he has. Understand? And that made him so creative. You can apply anything to anything. It still boils down to the same space. Ultimate intelligence, ultimate oneness. So let's enjoy the whole space, Ma. Thank you. Choicelessness is what all, Ma. I didn't understand the question, Ma. So choicelessness is what all, Ma. Choiceless means no choice. See, when I'm going through, I'm saying integrity. That's what I explained. I'm going through integrity. Now, when I make a mistake, integrity means I have to go complete and make sure I don't repeat that. Given my life, I cannot repeat that. But if I give a choice, it's okay. One time we did, again we can do the same thing. Today also I got a plate. Cannot happen. That is choiceless. Choice, no question of breaking that integrity ever again. You committed to Swamiji. Swamiji, what he'll do, he will not give choice. Same thing, you will not give choice. See how Swamiji lives. See, in every dimension, see how he lives and you live. That's all. He will never give a choice. He'll not sleep. He will do anything, but he will not give a choice. So I am going to live as Swamiji to manifest the powers of Swamiji. So I am not going to give any choice. If I am ready to be Nirahara, Nirahara. No question of eating solid. So like that, anywhere the choice will start tempting you, because we are the entertainment industry of the world. Choice is the only thing we know. If you break choice as your pattern, I think we are enlightened. That is the whole space. We have to break that giving choice to ourselves. Okay, getting it, ma? Let's start writing. Okay, let's start. Yes.
Om Nithyananda Paramashiva. 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 Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
The Shastra Pramana is taken from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 50, Dharana 27. Sarvatah swasharirasya dvadashante manolayat dridha buddhe dridhi bhutam tattvalaksham pravartate. Sarvatah swasharirasya dvadashante manolayat dridha buddher dridhi bhutam tattvalaksham pravartate.
From all sides, take one Dvadashante, that is one energy in your body, such as the center between your two eyebrows, and just dissolve your mind in the third eye with a strong, constant, restful awareness that the person who does this is Drida Buddhi, the one who is established in the firm strength of undivided awareness. Here, Swamiji specifically says about Drida Buddhi is how we exist as not changing at all, no choice. You just decide one and just be with that. That's all. It's very simple, but the mind does not leave it to be simple. It goes on giving you choices to break it. But if you hold on as undivided awareness, even one of the concept, you will see a big breakthrough in your power manifestation, in your wealth completion, health completion, everything. No choice. I'm Nirahara means Nirahara. The 21 days completely out of choice. So come to a conclusion even for small things. And then you will be able to do such big choicelessness space of oneness and manifest all the powers. You learn how to do this persistence. See, we are learning one thing from each of the sutra. So here we learn how to persist something. That is the most beautiful space that Swamiji is giving us in this sutra. Just a minute. Yes. So here he says, the person who does this Drida Buddhi, the one who is established in the firm strength of undivided awareness, just like the flame undisturbed by the air. To him, the characteristics of existential reality of the supreme consciousness appear and manifest firmly, which do not subside at all. Once you are firm, then that doesn't change at all. It is very clear how you exist. It is also going to exist that way. Because you give choices and you give hopes, it also shifts and dilutes itself. But constantly holding on to that space of oneness and not giving a choice, simply it will settle down and become one with Paramashiva. Once you experience that oneness with Paramashiva, simply you will be able to do that, all the decision. This power, what he's teaching us for making life critical decision. We are not just going to do third eye power here. We are going to do life critical decisions. So you can write down any decisions that you're going to today make in your life. How you can even, we looked at the decisions we made and we completed with that, where we gave choice and we restored it. Now very clearly make the decisions in your life. And from that cognition, we are going to do the power manifestation. Okay. Let us make that as a reality. See through your, listen, very careful, few minutes. Listen, I'm going to make a decision. It's a very critical decision. I want to, for example, which job to take, whether I have to take college of this computer science or completely into doctor, whatever. I have two choices. Now, how do I decide? So once I want to know how to decide, see, all this choices first comes because we lived in choices. If you know your life has a clear purpose, you will not have this choice problem at all. The whole space will understand it is only manifesting as we experience it. So understand, you have two choices. See through your third eye, which is what Swamiji is flashing, and write that. Okay, and hold on to that. Now, each one is going to scan each other's critical decision and the choices that you have done, because you're going to verify with others' third eye that what you have made as your final choice and final decision is one and the same. You're getting it? Not only we are going to write our decision, our choices of what is that, we are going to make a critical decision. We are going to let other people scan our decision and ask them your thought current. Basically, you don't have to write detail. You can write your thought current. I'm going to take up the biology because I want to become a doctor. That is my thought current and that is my decision. Critical decision I've made. Now, the other person, when they scan me, they'll know simply that I made a decision of my career. So they're going to tell me, or anything, a decision to anything, whether it's a life-changing partner or like you're making decision to become a doctor, anything that you want to make a decision. Even you want to decide whether today night you're going to have a dinner or you're just going to drink some juice and go to sleep. It can be as simple as that, or any critical financial decision. You want to sell something to make things better, anything. You can write 2, 3 also and ask the other person to scan. Let them also scan through third eye, and whatever Swamiji gives, that's your decision. So let's start with the Mahavakya. We are going to write down few decisions that we made. You can write the thought current. Don't have to go to detail. Just write your thought current. The critical decision, and ask other person to scan. You can make partners with others now. And then we'll play the Mahavakya. Mahavakya, do not do anything else. Let's keep the Mahavakya only for deep chanting. Otherwise, what happens? We tend to start doing something and then continue to do the same thing. We don't stop it. That's the problem. Certain things we don't have another choice. We are very clear. When we are doing wrong things, we don't have a choice. We do continuously. So let's first write down, make partners. Let's give ourselves a couple of minutes. And after that, let's sit straight, visualize Swamiji in the third eye, connect to Swamiji in oneness and the decision we are holding. Just be with that and just have a paper and pen. Whatever Swamiji shows, just keep writing down. He's asking about your decision or somebody in the room's decision or your partner's decision. Whatever it be, just hold on to that. Minute you have broken the choicelessness, you see the higher reality. So from higher reality, any decision you make will be right. 5th floor parking lot has to be right, unless you are blind. So we are not that bad. So we can still see what is the car which is parked where. We don't have any question about that. Be like that clear about everything. Yes, ma.
Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivoham.
One.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Yes, thank you. Already Debrima is saying what she wants. Sutra. Yes, I'll post it now. When they're playing the oneness, I forget all these things. Yes. Please share. You can unmute and share also. I think by now you learned the sutra itself. I have repeated pretty number of times. This is one of the most third eye reading sutra that we use for third eye reading, remote scanning. So many things we can use this sutra. Like whenever you go to any place and you want to demonstrate any powers, have your sutras and at least post it and read it out from there, and then do the powers. So the authenticity is maintained how we do the power manifestation. More and more we are authentic to power manifestation, then the breakthrough is easier. Actually, it takes a time to start with, but then it becomes more easier once we know we do even a couple of powers, because it's so authentic, it catches like a fire. Yes, please post it as everyone. Yes, ma. The thought currents are fine. Yes, where are the kiddos? Matthew, Mitra, they'll be the first one to write a post. Dira, Maria, so many are there. Many manifestors. Kelama, got your decisions? Critical decisions? See, there is no question of intuition. We will call the same thing intuition if you look at it from a lower level. But when you're looking at things from fifth floor, there's no more intuition. You just see, you know it. We raise in the higher frequency with living all these cognition in practical life. Only then we understand that these are real powers. That's okay. Any new power, it will have its own time to start. No, it's like an old gramophone, it takes time to start. That's how we are. We have to get all this past, all this, and we have to understand that if we start living all these things, that no choices, even one power, if you're broken one pattern, simply you will see that you can break any pattern. First time when we came to ashram, the night, you're like so shocked. How can I do that? But then actually you do it and say like, oh my God, 4 days passed and I've slept only like 6 hours or 4 hours. I still feel fresh. I've never slept less than 10 hours. We are like in extreme in outer world, and we learn the first time that somebody could sleep less than that is itself an amazing shock. Yes. Yet to manifest. You kids have to manifest very fast. No, yet to manifest. Every time, yet to manifest. It is only remote viewing. We are not doing anything. Just because I told a critical decision, that word I think is scary. It makes it actually easier because I have given you a clue that what kind of a decision other person will be making. That's we are sharing, or we're going to be, because I would want you to hold on this cognition and see through your day. My partner and I got each other right. Wow, Kelama, see, I knew. Who is your partner? Can you hear me? Amma, yeah, sure, superb. That's really nice. See, the whole thing is the decision so many times we have made and we have collapsed. So that is why when we make a decision, it is not even coming correct. Whenever Swamiji says, whenever you're not manifesting that power, some kind of incompletion is there with what? For example, silicon powers. We told the kids, I know you would have sneaked out and watched some movies, cartoon movies. So you guys are feeling guilty when I tell silicon powers, complete with all the movies that you saw. Simply you will manifest powers. So they did the same thing and started manifesting powers. So here also the decisions that you have made before, make a solid completion. See, that's why we do first completion is only because of that only. Yes, Ma, thank you so much. The completion what you made, you should make it as real as possible. Only in reality, if you shift and hold on to the new words that is occurring to you, you will be manifesting new you, and that will have a new existential reality for you. So beautiful. She says it's accurate. Wow, that's wonderful. Whatever Swamiji shows, no, that's so beautiful. We just hold on to that. We'll get into more deeper and deeper, and suddenly you'll see you're just making decision in a different level, and all other people are like not even there. And you're telling 10 folds and they are thinking like, how will that be true? She's telling but couple of times you tell and then they make you wrong and it comes true, they'll simply surrender to you. After that, they'll never make decision. They'll come and simply ask, Ma, I want to do this. What decision should I take? That's what will happen. It's only for some time they can make fun of us. After that, they know Paramashiva is real, and that's what we all manifest. So any power that Swamiji has shown, let's surrender to Swamiji's lotus feet. Let's sit straight, visualize Swamiji in third eye, keep all your decisions and manifest as your reality. Don't give it up. Again, make a partner, and again, let's make it happen. Okay? Till we make it happen, have the will persistence. Okay, let's sit straight, visualize Swamiji in the third eye, and end with the Purna mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padaka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you, Paramashiva. See you all tomorrow for another beautiful session. And Amma and Kelama, please post in Kailash Kotiyar Manifesting Power page with whatever you've written, and it'll be beautiful for sharing. Anybody else gets a breakthrough after this class, please go and still post it. Don't give up. Thank you, Nithyananda.